Well, you just watched me break a string in real time. Good thing I already filmed the lesson. Good thing I already got some new strings too, so I'm going to try these out. Baritone players, first Wednesday of the month is a baritone lesson, and today I'm going to teach you how to play your baritone ukulele with your standard ukulele friends. So they got soprano, concert, tenor. You're going to be able to jam along from the exact same chords and same strum pattern to more complicated ideas. If you like what we do, hit subscribe. If you love it, think about becoming a Patreon. Links up here in the notes, and that's going to score you printable tabs with every single lesson as well. And sometimes some backing tracks and some other things too. All right, without further ado, let's do it. Grab the baritone ukulele, brain attention spin. Make sure it has 4 strings. Follow me on in and let's break it down. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to talk about 5 different levels of jamming with standard tuned ukuleles. So the progression that was being played on the soprano ukulele was D minor, followed by A7, followed by G minor, followed by F. And that was it. And the progression, the strum pattern was down, down, up, up, down, up. So let's say you got a friend and they're playing a song and that's what they're playing, and you just want to jam along, whether you are adding to the song or whether it's instrumental or they're singing, you're just looking to add along. So the very most basic thing you can do is just same chords, same strum pattern. So we find our D minor, we find our A7, we find our G minor, and we find our F. We do the same strum pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, and down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now, even if you had a standard ukulele, a lot of times when people are jamming together, they're doing the exact same chords and the exact same strum pattern. One cool thing about the baritone is it has a little different range. So even though we're playing the same chords, we're not playing the exact same notes. They're just a little bit lower, and when played on top, they're going to sound really, really nice. So once you feel confident with that strum pattern, get it under your fingers, because I know if you're new-ish to baritone, maybe this G minor might feel a little wonky to you, barring the 3rd fret, 5th fret here, and then also maybe the F as well. You could throw in the F major 7, but the other ukulele was playing an F, so let's try to get that just right. I'm going to count you in 2 bars, and let's try to play over the top of it and play along with my baritone. Let's check that out. Finger picking over it too. Now this one, the finger picking pattern is pretty close to the strum, because the strum is 1, 2, and 4, and the finger picking is going to go 1, 2, and 4. We're going to start off plucking the outside 2 strings. Then the thumb's going to come down on the D string on the 2nd beat. 1, 2, and then and this B. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then on the and here, the high E, and then the 4th beat, the D. So it goes 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, oops. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Just go through the circle nice and slow. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Now, if you want to, you could improvise a little bit. What I would do is, when you're doing this technique, I would get a finger picking pattern that's really close to the strumming pattern and start with that. Then once you build confidence with it, then mix it up a little bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and ultimately that's up to you. But let's do that pattern that was close, and let's play along with the backing track, with the finger picking pattern that we got that's nice and close. Next one, bar chords. Let's have some fun here. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to let these chords ring out. We have a D minor here, barring the 5th fret, 6th fret here, and we're going to go 7, 7, 6, 5. You can bar the entire 5th fret if you want. From there, remove these two, and then get your middle finger here. We have an A7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is our G minor. And we're not getting the D string in here. We're just doing these 3. You could get that G string in there though. Or the D string, I mean. Because there is a D note. I don't think it sounds that great though. You could. And then from there we're going to the F, bar the 5th fret, 6th fret of the B string, ring finger on the 7th fret of the D. And we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we're going to do for the backing track. You could down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's just fine. You could also mix it up too if you want. The idea though is to identify the groove of the smaller ukulele, because what we're doing here is we're building off of them. They are setting the tone and they are laying the foundation, and we're building off of that. So you don't want to stray too far from that. You're looking to complement it. You're not looking to supersede it. You're not looking to step on their toes. You're looking to complement what they're doing. All right? So let's just let those ring out and check that out. We have what we're going to call double stops or advanced arpeggios, and we are building off of these shapes that we used earlier, but we are looking to do something. How can I explain that? Like we're using chord tones, so we're using arpeggios, but it's not finger picking. we're using these shapes to try to come up with something a little more unique that adds to it. And the first phrase is, but I'm really muting heavy here. I like that do 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 sound. 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. This is a D note. So we're going D, C, D. That C is what turns your D into a, I'm sorry, it's what turns your D into a D7. So do, do, do. We're just adding a color tone there. We're going do, do, do. And then we're getting to the A7. Remember this bar shape. We're going to slide 5 to 6, play 5, and then back to 6. So we get do, 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 do. I like that to ring out. So it's do. Let it ring out. The G shape, we're going to go 7, 8, 7, doot, doot, doot. And then we get to the F, and we're going to go and play 3 of the notes here. 5, 6, 5, 6. So we get. All right. Now I chose those. These notes are just from the chord. Well, this one, it's not from the shape entirely because I added an extra note. That's from chord knowledge. That's from understanding that I can add a C to a D minor anytime I want to get a D minor 7. So this style does help if you have a deeper understanding of chords. Boop, boop, boop. And then the next one, A7, I slid into this note, and that's from knowing that this has a nice bluesy sound in doing that. That's from just experience with blues. You could just do, use the chord shapes. The G was all chord shapes. The G minor was, and the F was all chord shapes. Now, one thing that I did as well is when I got to the F, I mixed the rhythm up. Everything was. Mixing up the rhythm on the 4th chord is the turnaround chord, the last chord in the chord progression, adds an element I think that sounds really, really nice. So, do, 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 do. Just that one extra note really goes a long way. Let's try to play that over our chord progression. Okay, and the last one here that we're going with is the solo. Here, this one would just be if no one's singing and you're just shredding away, right? And I'm going to follow I'm going to get kind of close to what a constructed solo was, and then I'm just going to start the solo. This works knowing your pentatonic scales. So if you know the D minor pentatonic scale, you can just have at it and shred. That's all I'm really doing. I do, though, try to aim for chord tones. And the shape 4 of the D minor here is 5-7, 5-7, 6-8, 5-8. Now you should really know all 5 pentatonic shapes, and you should know how to move them. Those are 2 lessons. It's the E minor pentatonic, all 5 shapes. I'll link that in the description. And then the other one is 1 scale to jam any key, and that's how to move them. And I'll link them both in the description. Because if you got that, you can solo to any song, any key. What I'm doing here is I'm going, and I don't know exactly if these tabs are going to be exactly what I'm going to play, but I'm going to get you close to what is going on there. And then maybe the tabs might be just a tad bit different when you go to play along with the backing track, just so you know, because this is an element of improvisation. So we'll get you close. They might be just a little different there, but then I'm just going to improvise. And when I do that, I want you to improvise too. Again, if this feels like as far as you can go with this lesson, check out those 2 lessons in the description. We're going to go 5 and 6 2 times, boop, boop. 7 on the G string, doot, doot, boot, doot, and then back. These 2, doot, doot, 7, these 2, doot, doot, boot, doot, 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 boot, doot. Okay, and then we're going do, 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 do. 5, 7, or 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. Do, do, boo, do, boo. This is an A note here and A7 chord. So I'm targeting that root note. Do, do, boo, do, 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 boo, do, do. All right, goes to the G. I'm going to outline the G chord by hitting this 5 here, which is a G note. 7, which is a D note, which is in the chord. And then I'm going to slide up here from this C note to this D. So I'm going to go do, 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 do. Right back to that C note, because that's the difference between a G and a G minor 7. Now again, your ear can do a lot of this for you. This just helps. I know music theory, so knowing music theory helps me kind of focus and create an outline solo or compose one. But a lot of times when you're jamming, you're just going to trust your ear. And then when I get to the F, I'm just outlining it again. Do, 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 do. All right, so I'm going. All right. And so, like I said, the tabs might be just a little different than that, but I'll get you through it. And then I'm just going to start to shred. So if you really want to shred, check out those lessons below, and you can take your ability to jam to the next level as well. think I need to replace these strings because this bad boy just exploded. But these were actually guitar strings. So I put on some old elixirs. Well, you know, they're not guitar strings because this was... I don't know where I got these. These might have been classical guitar strings. Anyways, I'm going to try these other new baritone strings. Hopefully they do me a little better than these ones, because that pin popped out even. So I got to find the pin. In fact, the string is fine. The string didn't break. It just popped out and took the pin with it, and the pin went flying somewhere. So I got to figure that out. I got to find the pin. It's somewhere here in the studio. It ricocheted off some things and went flying. Anyways, that's what I got to do. What you got to do is you got to find some standard tune friends that are playing baritone, or they're playing soprano, concert, tenor, and jam with them. I love the glass. I think the glass sounds better than the steel. Anyways, I hope you dug the lesson, and until next time you see me, I'm going to have 4 strings, all right? I can promise you that. Take care. Have a lovely day. Life is good.